Hey guys, you're watching Fitness and Fat Loss with Nadine from Kincardine Fit Body Bootcamp. Today we are going to chat about the secrets of fat loss and how you guys can get the absolute easiest tips to make sure that you get down to your fitness and fat loss goals. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. So the first secret that I want to talk to you guys about in regards to fat loss and breaking the myths down is metabolism, okay? Now this is the #1 thing that I talk to all my members about and anyone that asks me about the secrets to losing weight the quickest, okay? Now metabolism, now listen carefully. Metabolism is the rate at which you can burn calories on a daily basis. So ideally you want to burn as many calories as you can throughout the day, right? So the first thing to know that there are 24 hours in a day, okay? If you're working out, that's only going to take, 30 minutes to 1 hour of the day, okay? So your metabolism is going to go up when you work out. And we want to try to keep our metabolism up throughout the rest of the day. So how do we do that, all right? That all comes down to your exercise and your nutrition, all right? What you're doing during your actual workouts to make sure that you're burning for as many hours as you can throughout the entire day. That's the #1 thing. And we're going to actually talk about that in the next couple episodes as to what you should be doing, what is all involved with your actual workout, okay? Now the next thing to also understand is a couple things that we know about metabolism. Metabolism actually decreases each year that you age, and you can't do anything about that, all right? I often hear people, kind of sigh when they, hear when I say that, and I often hear when people say, I don't have a metabolism, it's non-existent, all right? That's not true, all right? And that's what I'm here to, kind of break down that myth, is understanding that we can do something about your metabolism, all right? We can't do anything about our age, but we can actually increase our metabolism 50 to 70% with our exercise and our nutrition. So that's what we have to address. So like I said, your workout is 30 to 60 minutes of the day. There are 23 hours left of the day. How can we burn as many calories throughout the day as we can for the rest of that time? Okay? Now that all comes down to what we're eating, every few hours, and I'm going to talk to you about this in the next couple episodes as well about our nutrition. What should we be eating in order to burn as many calories as we can? How often we should be eating? What's on our plate, okay? So that's really, really important. Ideally, I cannot stress that you want to make sure you keep your metabolism as balanced as we can throughout the day. You see, I really enjoy roller coasters, but when it comes to metabolism, we don't want it all over the place. We want to keep it stable. So we have energy throughout the whole day. That's a huge, huge thing that a lot of people tend to ask me or state that, by 3 o'clock on their workday, they want to have a nap on their desk, So what are you eating? That's what you're eating, as well as your metabolism is just blah, okay? So as we're eating, keeping that metabolism stable, we're going to have more energy. We're going to feel better. The foods that we are eating, they're not going to affect us as bad, As we age, metabolism decreases, which means that we're not going to be able to lose the weight as we used to in our 20s. I often hear that from a lot of my clients that are in their 40s or 30s or 50s even. Okay, is that, I used to be able to drop the weight easy and now I can't anymore, that's a common concern. And the thing is that that's your metabolism playing, okay? So you want to make sure that, yeah, you have to understand that, it's going to be harder, but I'm not saying it's going to be impossible, okay? The next thing is that the food that you're eating as you age is going to, affect you quicker in terms of, gaining weight. So you have to understand everything plays around metabolism, okay? So like I said, the first thing is that, metabolism, just understanding everything that's revolved around, weight loss, fat loss, trimming down those inches. It's all around this fancy, fancy word, and it's not impossible to increase it. So a couple tips to understand is obviously what metabolism is, okay? The rate at which you can burn calories. What can we do to increase it? Okay, so that's exercise and your nutrition. And over the next few weeks, we will be discussing how we can increase it as high as possible, okay? So eating every few hours, just making sure that we have as much energy as we can, and also understanding that, other things are playing in terms of, affecting your metabolism. I have so many clients that, they have had years and years of having horrible, sleeping patterns, eating patterns, and that's many years of breaking down bad habits and just completely ruining their metabolism. And it is really hard to get back on track, okay? So we have to, obviously help with all those years of damaging the metabolism and help out with those in terms of, getting back on track. Are you getting enough sleep at night? Because we need to repair what we're, obviously, breaking down when we're actually working out, okay? Are we getting enough sleep to rest the muscles, okay? And just rejuvenate and have the energy throughout the day, okay? So that's the number one thing that I really wanted to chat with you about when it comes to a really important fat loss tip in terms of just understanding what's going on through your body, all right? So the next couple actual topics, or the couple of myths that we're going to actually be chatting about, is understanding the difference between fat loss and weight loss, okay? Breaking down, the common concerns and questions that I often get when I'm, walking down the street. Oh, you're a personal trainer? I need to lose weight. What can I do? Okay, so that's what I'm here to do. So we're going to move on to that. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Dawn. I started Fit Body Boot Camp about 2.5 years ago. I've been working out for quite a while before that and running. We thought my girlfriend and I came together, we thought we'd try it, see what it was like, maybe take a few things from it and then go back and work on our own. Once we started, we were hooked, and we've been coming ever since then. Coming here is something that it's for anybody. Anybody can do it, whether you're fit already, you want to get fitter, you are overweight, want to lose weight, you start at your level. No one here tells you you're doing it wrong or you're not keeping up. The trainers tell you to work harder and push yourself as much as you can, and they get the best out of everybody that comes. Why wouldn't you want to come to something that makes you feel better and has helped so many?
Hey guys, welcome back. So we just chatted all about metabolism and what it is, all right? The next thing that I really need to chat with you about when it comes to, myths about, losing weight and breaking down, the scale, the number on the scale. I want to chat with you about weight loss versus fat loss, okay? This is a very, very important thing that I often chat to people about when they first start our program, or even people walking down the street. It is not about the number on the scale, people. I know I have to do a lot of convincing in order to, get people to understand and trust me about this, but I cannot stress this enough, okay? Sure, by all means, weigh yourself, but please make sure you do your measurements, as well as we also do body fat percentages in our program. But people, that number doesn't necessarily mean anything, okay? Get your pants that you used to wear in college. If there's no way that you can even get close to fitting into those right now, use that as a goal. Don't necessarily be focused on getting down to, 160 pounds if you're 200 right now, or whatever the case, okay? Now, you'll often hear me say, it's not weight loss, it's fat loss, okay? So what we focus on in our program is all about fat loss. What does that mean? I am trying to get as much fat off of you as possible, okay? You see, when everyone goes on to, diets or, weight loss challenges, the thing is that they just, might be losing muscle, okay? We want to lose fat. We want to keep the muscle. So therefore, sure, you want to make sure that you're, gaining muscle, because, later on we're going to actually chat about what muscle does for you and why, I often have to educate, specifically women as to, the importance of resistance training and strength training. But understanding that, if you're pant sizes are slowly going down, or your inches are going down, and you're not necessarily seeing a huge change in the number on the scale, who cares? Like, you're in those college jeans, okay? The number might not be too different on the scale, but stop focusing on that. I know so many people are so consumed about it, because that's everywhere where you see, flipping through the magazines and the newspapers is like, weight loss, this person's super, super skinny. Yeah, but are they healthy? There's such thing as skinny fat, trust me, okay? If you're super skinny, you might not necessarily be healthy, okay? So please understand, difference between weight loss is dropping a whole bunch of weight. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're healthy. If you're dropping fat, if you're getting the best body fat percentage, which is, in terms of what your actual fat percentage is on your body in accordance to your height, your weight, your age, etc., then, great, we're trying to get down as much fat off of the body. Then you know that you're a healthier individual, okay? So please, please, please understand that it's not all about the number on the scale, okay? Another really big tip that I often tell my clients, and I also do for myself, is before and after pictures, okay? So when you're about to start, a healthy lifestyle change, or a new program, an exercise program, or starting to get healthy, which is super exciting, you want to make sure that you do a few things before you start, okay? First thing is take your measurements, okay? Weigh yourself, just as a guideline. Take a before picture, sorry. So that's just, get one of your family members or your spouse, just take a picture and just notice the changes. And those are some of the best images that I'll always get from my members. And it's really exciting, because when you get frustrated that maybe the scale isn't necessarily moving, but you're seeing great changes in maybe muscle definition, or just, just overall looking better, not just feeling better, but also looking better. Can't stress that enough, okay? So just breaking down the, the common thoughts of, it's all about weight loss. It's not. It's about fat loss. Get healthier by dropping the fat off, and you're going to be a heck of a lot happier in the end. Okay? So that's just a second, myth that I'm trying to break down in terms of the secrets that I often educate people about fat loss. The next thing that I actually want to chat to you about my third and final tip for today, is just comparing the difference between a diet and a challenge. Okay? So I'll see you soon.
Hi there, I'm Christine. I'm a nurse at Goderich Hospital, and I'm 45 years old, and I decided that I didn't want to be 46 years old and still heavy next year. I find that I'm more energized after doing this program. It's only 30 minutes every time you come. I love it. I didn't think I would, but I am totally pumped after I leave here, and I'm down a size in clothing. I feel stronger. I always thought I was strong lifting people at work, but I was not strong, I realized, once I came here and did the exercises and thought, I'm weak, I've got to get strong, I'm young, I need to be fit. So here I am working away, and my goal is to be down into at least 2 more sizes before my birthday in June, so I'm pumped.
Hey guys, welcome back. So we are going to talk about the third tip that I have for you today. Now today is all about just making sure that you are properly educated about the simple things that we can do in order to become, healthier in our daily life, okay? I can't stress enough that the proper, education about, what is your metabolism and, how do we change it? Okay. The next thing that we also chatted about today was the difference between weight loss and fat loss. Now my final education tip for today is the difference between a challenge and a diet. Now often people, when they first begin my program, this is what I really want to go over. Okay. Now when you start assuming that, you're gonna get so excited about getting healthy right now because you're watching this, you're gonna get really excited about, going full out, okay? And I cannot stress enough, slow down, okay? All right, I'm really excited that you're, committing or wanting to commit to a healthy lifestyle change, but fitness and, exercise is one of the highest dropouts, okay? You know that, January 1st, everyone wants to, lose weight that they still have from their children that they had 20 years ago. I often hear it, I have baby weight to lose 20 years from today. Like, what? Anyways, so what I want to focus on is don't get too aggressive from the beginning, okay? Take it slow. I'm all about, slowly pacing yourself into it. And sure, I'm really excited that you want to get right into it, but just stay a little bit down here, okay? All right, so here's a couple tips to make sure that you are successful for the long run. Because I can't stress enough, this isn't just a short-term thing that I want to educate you guys about. This is a healthy lifestyle change. It is not a diet. So what's the difference? All right, a diet is something that you're just planning on, doing short-term, maybe like 2 weeks or maybe 3 months because that's when your wedding day is. Whatever the case may be, is that, we don't want something short-term. And whenever someone comes up to me and says, I just want to work out for a couple months to get down to this specific weight and then I'm going to stop, I'm not interested in training people like that. I want someone who wants to get down to their weight and make sure that they're maintaining it, okay? That's more of a challenge, okay? That's what we call a challenge or a healthy lifestyle change, not something that's just short, okay? And in getting down to a specific weight, okay? The next thing is that when it comes to a diet, it's often short-term, like I said, it's very aggressive, and it's often too aggressive to maintain for the rest of your life. So I'm not interested in it, okay? When it's too aggressive, you can't live your life, okay? And that's what we don't want, all right? We want something that, you can still go out with friends and have fun on the weekend, all right? You make smart choices. If you want to have your cheat snack, everyone loves, that piece of pizza or that pound of wings, or I'm not necessarily promoting those things, but if you're going to have them because that is your absolute, your food, everyone's got that one thing that they need to have or they think they need to have it, please. Trust me, I am, all right? But, Monday or the next day, you want to make sure, hey, fell off a little bit. That's, we often actually promote, cheat snacks or cheat meals because it shakes up your metabolism, okay? Because it's often, like perfect. Shake it up a little bit and get right back on track, okay? Live your life, people, all right? So just please make sure that you understand that it doesn't necessarily need to be 100% perfect all the time. Some trainers might, disagree with me, but, we want to make sure that we can do this for the rest of our life, okay? So a diet is completely clean, and when you fall off, you fall off hard, and everyone just binges, eats everything inside, and it's all of a sudden just a mess of a day. It's like a cheat, 24 hours. That might be a little bit of a problem, people, okay? So understand, yeah, you can still, have those things, but you want to make sure that it's still something that we can get back on track, and everything still needs to be portioned, okay? So I can't stress the fact that, you want to make sure that it's something you can continue for the rest of your life, stay on track, and it's not something that is too aggressive. By February 1st, the majority of people are already quitting their New Year's resolutions. Okay, what's going on? It's because they want to work out every single day and eat perfectly for that whole month, and they can't do that, okay? So, start off with working. If you're not working out at all right now, start off with, 3 times a week. Don't work out every day. That's just too much for your body to start something too aggressive, okay? And if you want to work out more, slowly add to it if you would like, okay? As for your eating, I usually kind of go for like a 90-10 rule, okay? So try to eat, clean products, and we're going to talk about some, healthy eating topics in a couple episodes from now, okay? So, 10% of the time, eat those things that you want to. It's your mom's 80th birthday or some sort of party, okay? Live a little, just make sure that we're portion controlling it, and being smart for the rest of the week. I often hear people, weekends, Nadine, I don't know what to do. Like, it's just a disaster. I eat clean Monday to Friday, but it's the weekends. Okay, well, you know, what's going on? And like I said, we'll talk about your nutrition a little bit more in a couple episodes. But, you know, you got to give and take. And I actually was talking about this with a client yesterday, was the fact that, you know, you're out drinking and you're eating crap, you know, like you're not eating healthy foods, okay? All right, well, you got to give and take something, okay? If you're drinking, plus if you're eating, you know, unhealthy foods, I'm not saying that you need to take out one of those. Ideally, you would, but take out one, you know, give and take a little bit. Be healthy and smart with those decisions. Don't just, you know, binge everything. Okay, so remember the differences between a challenge, so a healthy lifestyle change, and a diet, which is usually tends to be, you know, too aggressive, something short term, something to get down to a certain pound on the scale, and it's usually short term, okay, and we don't want short term, okay? We want something that's going to last us forever. All right, so those are a few things that we chatted about today in terms of, you know, breaking down and educating you guys about important things when it comes to fat loss. So please, at the end of the episodes or at the end of the show, we're going to be taking questions from our viewers. So if you have any questions for me, for a personal trainer, or when it comes to nutrition or fat loss or proper exercises or any questions, just ask us, you know, check out our Facebook page and ask us there. I would love to hear them, and then I can address them on the last show of these episodes. All right, guys, so this is Nadine from Fitness and Fat Loss from Fit Body Bootcamp on Rogers TV.